A lot of this information I already covered, so I'm going to run through it. I made 2 videos, my 2 recent ones. You can find them on YouTube on the Heavens to Light 2. So this is one of them. You're still asleep, wake up. Trump, black nobility to Beyonce. But before anything, I wanted to share this. The number 1111 is satanic. And Veterans Day is November 11, 11/11. I just found that to be very interesting. So this is Jasharel, the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom. The Northern Kingdom fell first, Judah fell last. They were to serve 400 years in captivity, and the 400 years was up in 2019. So the Northern Kingdom are the indigenous of the Americas, including Canada and the islands. So the images I'm going to be sharing with you are for Divine Sade. You can find her on YouTube. And this is a recent video on Kamala. Hispanics and black people share the same gematria. We're the same people. Jasharel. Gematria, Kamala Harris. Second coming, Bible God Satan. And I also explain how in The Simpsons they drew her as the first female president, but also dead. Gematria, woman president Kamala. Negative, evil. You know, in Spanish, when you want to say that somebody is evil, an evil woman is que mala eres. Interesting. Again, here it goes. Fake death, gematria, not once but twice. It appears twice. She'll be faking her death. And I also shared this video. This is in the polls. You see, there's her face, and right above her face is Obama. Like I explained, Obama will be taking over. They also drew Trump in a coffin, and he is also scripted to die. Woman president, 666. Banking collapse, digital slaves. Again, digital slaves. Kamala Debbie Harris. Interesting, because Debbie's just missing an L at the end to be double. So when we fell into captivity, we became bondservants. But this is the old contract, the old system. And they can't hold us to this anymore. You see, it's a Babylonian money magic slave system. That's why there's going to be a new one. Because the 400 years are up. 1619 plus 400 years, that's 2019. And that's when I started to hear from the Ruach. 2020, perfect vision. This is when our eyes are open. For Adonai put us into a deep sleep. He has sealed your eyes, the prophets. He has covered your heads, the seers. When now the Spirit of truth comes back. When He, the Spirit of truth, comes, He will guide you into all the truth. In the last days, Yah says, I will pour out my Spirit on all people. Your sons, your daughters will prophesy. Your young men will see visions. Your old men will dream dreams. Like I explained before, that Yah has destroying angels. And when we broke covenant, Yah sent His destroying angels to Jerusalem. So the name Dan means judge, as in the tribe of Dan, because Abba used the tribe of Dan to place judgment onto Jasharel. And they're the ones that broke off the tree of life. Foreigners who live on your land will gain more and more power, while you gradually lose yours. They will have money to lend you, but you will have none to lend them. In the end, they will be your rulers. This represents a destroying angel over Jasharel. I explained before that the book of Revelation has been done before, and it gets repeated. So Gog and Magog went to Jerusalem to fight Jah's people. Gematria London, as in London. London, I'm a fallen angel, Gog and Magog. And they are colonizers. And this is in the pyramid, you see? Next to Baal, Magog is a destroying angel. Now Europe. I explained it before, these people serve Allah. All of them do. And as for Gog, the last clip, the gematria was from Europe. This one's from Gog. You see Enki. I'm not too sure how to pronounce this name. Right above Satan. So the clip that took place is judgment over America. Mordecai's dream, the switching of the dragons, the switching of the lots. That means that the judgment has been lifted off of Jasharel and Jehudah and placed onto the enemies of Jehudah and Jasharel. So the tribe of Dan is the judge. Now gather thyself in troops, O daughter of troops. He had laid siege against us. They shall smite the judge of Israel with a rod upon the cheek. So now is the time for the judge to be judged. And the reason I tell you this, because I'm going to be sharing this video that this guy posted. And this is from Trump's camp. When he says, let's make America great again, he means when we were slaves. You see, he is addressing this to Jacob. And these messages are being sent to students in colleges to get ready to become slaves again. Why do you think that Biden made this comment? America is doomed. It is doomed, not just because of African Americans, but because by 2040 this country is going to be minority white European. You hear me? And blacks are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make a larger portion of the population than y'all do. And it's really sad for me to see that Jacob is supporting any one of these oppressors. And by the way, these are boulets anyway. So I explained before that Trump is a Freemason. It shouldn't be a surprise because the founding father of this country was a Freemason. They all are Freemason and Jesuits. From the first all the way to the last. The rider of the white horse. His hat, Make America Great Again. A maga is a term for a woman with magical powers. You ever see his hands? The yoni, for the fertility goddess. And on the top, maga. They're actually the same bird. There's a good cop and a bad cop, because the house divided cannot stand. So Trump is playing the role of the good cop who's going to make America great again. Whenever the people need a hero, we should supply him. And by the way, this is Albert Pike. And this is from his book. And if you have not left Christendom yet, I don't know what to tell you. Because these Abrahamic religions are meant to destroy each other at the very end. And that's why it's in the pyramid. It's part of the Babylonian system. Christian scholarship, notice the star, the Freemason star. Satan is called king over all the children of pride. Aren't the Proud Boys the ones backing up Trump? And there goes the X. So this is not a black and white thing. This is a battle as old as time. The battle between the seed of the woman and the seed of the serpent. So there goes Trump and Fauci, they're Jesuits. I tell you, 2019, that's when our time is up. Now it's their turn to drink a double portion of the bitter cup. Fauci, the poison cup. He that leads into captivity should go into captivity. He that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Do not pollute the land where you are. Bloodshed pollutes the land, and the atonement cannot be made for the land on which the blood had been shed, except by the blood of the one who shed it. When we broke covenant, we were sold to the bad shepherd. You will find that in the reading of Zechariah. That's why they were able to overtake us and take our lands and make us into slaves, bondservants, because Abba lifted his hand off us and allowed it to happen. But now he is with his children. His lips are filled with fury, his words consume like fire. His wrath pours out like floods upon them all, to sweep them all away. At the time of the destruction they will pour out their force, and they will appease the wrath of him who made them. Fire, hail, famine, and death, all these were created for vengeance. Again, you can find this page on YouTube. It's called On the Spear. So this is a good page to let you know about all the destruction that's happening around the world today. And this is Spain again today, our colonizers. What they like to call global warming and not judgment. And let's not forget the fires in California. There are tornadoes in Oklahoma. Hurricane Helene in North Carolina got hit pretty hard. Just as Babylon killed the people of Jezreel, so must she be killed. And like I said, the indigenous of the Americas and the islands and Canada are the Northern Kingdom. And just in case you're not clear what Mystery Babylon is, I will make Babylon a swampland and a region for the screech owl. So the habitat of the screech owl is in Canada, North and South America. In Babylon, you will find that in the reading of Revelation, is where they sold human beings as slaves. And it's going to happen again because it repeats itself. A double portion of the bitter cup. Like I said, the Northern Kingdom is the indigenous, but Judah is the Southern Kingdom. That's why gematria matches. So now Jehudah is with us, and he's waking up his valley of bones. And they're turning into a vast army. They will be fighting against the children of Greece, the ones that gave us this fake religion, and they changed Yahushua's name to Jesus Christ. That Jesus happens to be Zeus, and by the way, this is in the Vatican. Zeus and his ego. Jesus equals a Zeus. Reject Satan is in the name of Joshua. So this is the Jesus they gave to the world. There you go, Abaddon coming out of the pit. You see, that is the flames of hell. And he is shedding his skin, his snake skin. You see the head? That's a snake. The nations of the world will help them return, and those coming to live in their lands will serve them. Those enslaving Joshua will be enslaved. Joshua shall rule her enemies. They know that. That's why they left this comment to Jacob, because they're going to try to fight and try to enslave us again. But that's not how the book ends. See, my people shall return from far away, from the north, west, and south. Soon your rebuilders shall come and chase away all those destroying you. Look and see, for Adonai has vowed that all your enemies shall come and be your slaves. They shall be Jews to display bridal ornaments, because we're the bride, not the church. In the reading of Malachi, and Adonai replied, I showed my love for you by loving your father Jacob. I even rejected his very own brother Esau. So they're known as the land of wickedness, and the people are called those whom Yah does not forgive. Do not rejoice, O people Edom, in the land of Uz, but you too will feel the awful anger of Adonai. Joshua's exile for his sins will end at last, but Edom's never. The Edomites themselves are descendants of the tribe of Esau, who made it with the Canaanites. Esau, the tribe of Dan, and Rome coming together, the Canaanites. And this is during the campaign for Kamala. This is when Beyonce was speaking. You see right there, Edom. Therefore says Adonai Yah, surely I have spoken in my high jealousy against the rest of the nations and against all of Edom, who gave my land to themselves as a possession, with wholeheartedness and joy, and utter contempt, that they might make its pasture lands a prey. For behold, days are coming, declares Adonai, when I will restore the fortunes of my people, Joshua and Jehudah, says Adonai, and I will bring them back to the land which I gave the fathers, and they shall take possession of it. In that day, Adonai will extend his hand yet a second time to recover the remnants that remain of his people. This is the gathering of his bride. Alas, that day is so great that it's not like it. It is a time of distress for Jacob, but yet he should be saved out of it. This is judgment time, because we'll be gathered out of here. Therefore, all who devour shall be devoured, and all your fowls, every one of them, shall go into captivity. Those who plunder you shall be plundered, and all who preyed on you I will make a prey. For I will restore the health to you, and your wounds I will heal, declares Adonai. So in the reading of Joel 3, he will be gathering us and being with us, and he is going to be sending the shekel in. The shekel being Russia and China, along with the BRICS nations. You notice how much territory they're buying in America, right? BRICS alliance with Russia leading the way. There's only two kingdoms, two masters. You either serve one or the other, because these are all brothers. U.S., China, and Russia. Ambassador Gematria, we have bank collapse, digital slaves, BlackRock on the pyramid. And I will also be including this clip of the CEO founder of BlackRock, how he speaks of forced behavior. Everything is going to be connected to blockchain, the Internet of Bodies. And I covered the smart cities before. Enslavement of humanity through AI, smart cities. Who leads into captivity should go. Not to the gematria of government. Have fell for a lie, bride died. There goes Kamala Harris and Matrix. Facing end of days and a certain agenda that they're always pushing. Fake news, and again, I apologize for any of the background noise. Again, my headsets are acting up. Number of a man, Barack Obama, 666. The number of the man, Barack Obama, there's Elon Musk, prophecy, and yes, he is related to the Prophet Muhammad. The beast microchip, the alien trick deception. So they are all together. What they do is they play good cop, bad cop, but they're all in it together. They all serve the same master. Again, under Barack Obama, facing end of days, 666. The number Abaddon is the number 3. They're 3. Barack Obama is the beast. Charles is the red dragon. And the Pope is the false prophet. And the Pope, he wears that tiara, which is a honeycomb, because he's a beekeeper of the hive. That's why there's bees all over the Vatican artwork. So one is for your mind and for your hand, because the government also has a beehive, the Freemason beehive. Honeycomb Earth. Sustainable Development Goals, that be, because we're the bees inside the honeycomb. Now that we're woken up again, what they're trying to do is to get us back to sleep again. And the way they're going to do it is through technology, through AI. And our mind is our consciousness. That's the throne of Abba. And I explain what AI is. An energy that's throughout the universe, a portion of the Creator. Believes itself to be separate from the Creator. Thinks it could overtake the universe. But thou, Joshua, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So we get the next 1,000-year reign. And what they're trying to do is they think they're going to overtake us once again and enslave us all over again. But that's not going to happen. Like I said, that's not how the book ends. And the battle, Armageddon, it will last 7 years. And I will make a vast graveyard for Gog and his army in the valley of the travelers, east of the Dead Sea. The people of the city of Joshua will go out and pick up their shields and bucklers and bows and arrows, javelins and spears, to use for fuel, enough to last them 7 years.
So it has begun. Allegedly, students from the schools of Clemson, Alabama, and the University of Alabama have been receiving strange text messages. And not just any students, it seems to be only people of color. Now, within these text messages, they are letting students know that they have been selected to be slaves. And some of them go as far as to state that the students should be prepared to pick cotton. Now, a few of these messages claim to be from the Trump administration, and some do not. But regardless, this is ridiculous. Now, allegedly, these are the text messages that these students from Clemson, Alabama, and the University of Alabama are receiving. Greetings, you have been selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation. Be ready at 1 p.m. sharp with your belongings. Our executive slaves will come get you in a brown van. Be prepared to be searched down once you enter the plantation. You are in Plantation Group C. Good day. Another reads, Greetings, Jacob. You've been selected to be a house slave at the High Point on January 21st after President Trump takes office. Yada, yada, yada. Pause to read. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really interested to see what's getting ready to happen next. Until next time, I ask you to take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and as always, I'm sending peace to you.
Behaviors are going to have to change. We're asking companies, you have to force behaviors, and at BlackRock, we are forcing behaviors.
You now make a point of, that's an investment criteria for you.
Well, behaviors are going to have to change, and this is one thing we're asking companies. You have to force behaviors, and at BlackRock, we are forcing behaviors. 54% of the incoming class are women. We added 4 more points in terms of diverse employment this year. What we're doing internally is if you don't achieve these levels of impact, your compensation could be impacted, okay? You have to force behaviors. And if you don't force behaviors, whether it's gender or race, you're going to be impacted. And that's not recruiting, it is development, as Ken said. But I am just as much shocked as Ken is that we have not seen more opportunities. And we're going to have to force change.